Alright guys, this is Rowlands here. I'm a nutritional balancing practitioner, and in this video I'm going to talk about God, Jesus, the Bible, and Christianity as a whole. Now I'm coming at this from a slightly different perspective to most Christians. I wasn't born a Christian, I wasn't brought up a Christian. I was brought up as sort of a, working class individual. I was brought up on the streets. I'm quite streetwise individual. And, went to school and, we did Bible assemblies and various different Christian things, and, made it out to me as if God was this guy on a cloud in the sky doing things, and it just sounded rubbish. At the same time, we was learning about the Big Bang and evolution and science, and just sort of thought that people that believed in this invisible being was talking rubbish, basically. So it wasn't really until I started the nutritional balancing program where I started to question whether there was a God, whether there was a higher being. And through healing myself and, having various coincidences and being in positions where I had nothing else to do but pray to whatever's out there, I started getting messages back and started getting coincidences happen to me that was inexplainable. Obviously Dr. Wilson talks about God and Christianity, so that was a big help of me sort of putting two and two together and realizing that this is true. And as I sort of moved through the program, I started to get more and more on board with it. One of the issues that I personally run into when it comes to God and Christianity is that I used to turn up to churches and whatever denomination the people studied, they basically was trying to bring me into some of their dogmas. So a lot of the Christian people used to freak me out. I used to find them a bit strange, if I'm being honest. I think it's because I wasn't brought up in that way. I was brought up quite streetwise, and the individuals who generally went to church, the ones that I went to, was just like, I just found them quite odd. And I got sort of, they was trying to tell me to sort of do things like to leave my relationship because the girl I was with at the time was not a Christian, and there was like, look, you've got to follow our way. All the other Christians out there that follow different denominations are wrong. And it just kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth, like what's going on? So, I started to be a little bit more expanded when it came to God and the Bible. I didn't really read the Bible because I just didn't know how to read it. I was like, what am I reading? You know what I mean? James was the son of, John, and John was the son of this, and this is going on and on and on and on, and you read it and it sounds nice and there's some good bits, and I just couldn't get on board with it, So I sort of started in the New Age scene and, getting into New Age stuff a few years back. Nothing too extreme. I think it's a phase of healing sometimes, is getting into New Age stuff. But it wasn't long for me. It wasn't long before I realised that there's a lot of shadow stuff in the New Age world. I realised that this is not a good scene to be in. So I slowly sort of got myself away from that scene. And so I was in limbo land a little bit, because I was like, I'm not into the New Age stuff. I can call myself a Christian because, I do believe in Jesus, and I do believe he sort of died on the cross to save us from our sins. And but I had a lot of questions, and obviously I used to listen to some of Dr. Wilson's stuff and how he speaks to guides and this, that, and the other. And, I was just like in this sort of limbo land, so to speak. And then, sort of started to realise that, in the Bible, sort of speaking to other beings other than God and Jesus was not a good thing to do. And I started to obviously I split up from Dr. Wilson, and I put him on a big pedestal for obvious reasons, and I thought basically everything that Dr. Wilson talks about was gospel. But for me personally, I personally started to realise that that's not quite for me. So what's happened to me recently, as I've really started to get more serious about the Bible, because I think it's the real pinnacle of truth really is following Jesus and following God and following the Bible. And what it's allowed me to do, it's allowed me to read the Bible from a completely different perspective, where I can really open my heart to the Bible and forget about the New Age scene, forget about all these different Christians trying to tell me that their way is the right way and you should follow this and you should follow that. I don't call myself a Catholic, I don't call myself this, I don't call myself that. I just read the Bible with my heart open and really, really listen to the words now. And the reason why I do this is because I feel like I've gone through this big roller coaster ride of ups and downs of trying to figure out what life's all about, and it's just got to a point where it's like, look, it's between me, God, Jesus, and the Bible, and I want to open my heart to that and read the words and just let them sit and just analyze them and just really listen, without having to go to church, without having to read what other people have got to say about it, without listening to other podcasts or whatever. Just have this personal communion and to really trust in what it says in the Bible about things like marriage and about things like maybe guidance and who you need to listen to, etc., etc. And it's really give me a strong anchor, because now it's like, right, this is the real truth, and it's about really just listening to hearing the word in your heart and following the advice. And it's great advice. I mean, if I was doing a little bit of research into sort of marriage recently, and it's like, what because marriage has been taken out of context so much these days. I mean, it's like you see these programs on TV, married at first sight, and just ridiculous programs, naked attraction, and it's just like the whole idea of marriage and relationships has been completely messed up, and how God talks about being married is about helping each other out through life and bringing passion into your life. But it's really about creating stability in your life, and it's about creating this stability in your life where you can listen to God and do the work that God's instilling in you, which I feel like I'm really doing at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I really I'm enjoying building this new healing system for people. It's like really strong in my heart that that's just a great thing to do, and it's going to help like a lot of people by putting all of your knowledge into a system that's basically organic and can work for you. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say, really. I just wanted to just to inspire people and to ground them a little bit. And yeah, open your heart, read the Bible, direct yourself to Jesus, direct yourself to God. One thing I've really been enjoying at the moment is if I've got something, a question I want answering. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of marriage? What is the meaning of purpose? I've been quite enjoying just typing into Google the Bible or Christianity, what is our purpose, and just reading information on that. It's really powerful stuff. So that's it for this video. I'm wanting to make this a regular thing. If you've got any ideas for videos or any questions you want answering, then just pop it in the comments box. Alright guys, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.